Hello! How are we? I'm so warm that it's actually making me like, ugh, so hot. Oh my god. I'm gonna try my best to get on with work. Cause, man, there isn't anywhere cooler to go is the problem. But, anyway. Hi Growlithe, hi Core, hi Phoenix, and anyone else who may be watching. Ugh. But yeah. Exceedingly toasty. But we're gonna try to get on with working on the pixel art. We'll see how we do, basically. I've had my fan on rotating in an attempt to keep things circulating, but now that I'm like sitting down for work, I think I will just tell it to point at me. That's probably the only way I'm gonna sit and survive this. I am trying to utilize the damp towel from last night. Bleh. Okay. I have at least done the small job of importing all of the sketches in. Not a major job, but just something that I needed to do. So I'm not flipping between two programs. Right. The lines are dark, but they are not pure black. Only marginally so, but they are not pure black. Okay. So this guy, for the start a little bit, I can utilize the symmetry tool, I think. Obviously the sketch is slightly offset, but because it was just a sketch at the end of the day. And turn off the sun rays. I'm having a wonderful day. Yeah. Sounds like you got the day off. I rushed her out the door just to realise last second it wasn't time for me to leave yet. Rip. So you don't have the day off then? I obviously misinterpreted your message. Then when I got to work, I find out that like a pimple or skin tag or something on my back broke and was bleeding. So yeah, great start. Oof. Oh dear. I hope it's not painful. Although, if anything, you're probably more annoyed at me. They're like, "Oh, I got blood on my clothes. That's just inconvenient." It's not. It's just annoying, but still, yeah. No, not great. You have my sympathies. My god, I just got a call out of the blue from the business ops manager and, and the panic I felt. Thankfully, nothing I'd done wrong. Oh, Jesus, yeah. Good lord! Why? Why hast thou contacted me on the hottest day of the year so far? Surely you have better things to do? Turns out they were checking in with me because others have raised complaints about a colleague, and I wanted to check if said colleague had acted inappropriately with me. Oh dear. A HR investigation. Which surprised me because it was very out of the blue. Oh, interesting. Hmm. Very hard to communicate skeleton teeth when you've only got a couple of pixels. Hmm. Skeleteefs, yeah. They talk with skelepathy. Bingo! I definitely did this last night. Whew. Thank you for the water redeem. Ugh. think that looks alright. I think I was overthinking that slightly. Funny thing about this morning was the only reason I realised I wasn't late was because my light hadn't turned off, and that's what kept me from running out the door. Oh, so that's why you said that earlier. Cole's got a bougie ass light, apparently. And I'm repositioning the towel to cool different areas. I think I'm just gonna put it around my feet for a bit, actually. Warm feet. Something that I almost never experience. I have to have a heat wave in order to experience warm feet. And now I don't want it. Every other time of the year I'm trying to maintain warm feet. Not gonna lie, I kind of want to get another. I mean, if they're useful. My life has a Bluetooth connection, I can change colour and set timers for it on my phone. Hey, why not? That's a smart lamp, basically. That's what that is. You got a smart lamp. If you control it via an app, it's a smart thing, I guess. Hey, if it works for you, it works for you. Okay, I think I'm turning off the symmetry now. Lo-fi. Lo-fi. Enjoy your luck. Well, you're lurking because you're working, but, you know, make the best of it. Oops. Whack. Yo, oh shit. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I think that this looks good, but needs to be higher if I can. Is that how an arm works? Absolutely not. It's called artistic liberty. Hi, Jay. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Gimme a man after midnight. Gimme a man after midnight. Ugh. Ugh. Let's put this around my neck for a bit. Ugh. Oh boy. Excuse me. Always gotta make it hard for myself. Can't have it just be circular. No, it's gotta be circular but at an angle. Lahe! A day. Ugh. I bought the Chameleon game for to play. So we will be being chameleons, I guess, on Friday. Okay, okay. Oh, arm. Okay, I think we're gonna try and put some colour on. Ooh, luminous green. Son of a biscuit! Guess what, gang? That was on the wrong layer. Cries. Okay, I'm going to use some creative liberty here because this is basically black. It's not quite, but it's basically black, but like I don't know if I want to be utilizing that color too much. I pulled my motorcycle boy out. Oh, you did? Nice. Congrats. Congrats on the grind. Oops, I did it again. Well, Spook's asking where I want to go for dinner, and my response was somewhere with AC. Which in the UK is actually like a tricky question. Where can we go that has AC? Hi, Mark. How are you? I'm alive, fair. Relatable. If you don't know now, you know. Oh yeah. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay. Feels like maybe this is like too wide on this side. Okay. Let's save that. Apparently people are getting very upsetty about the Steambox being as expensive as it is. You know what I think the pattern is that I have seen? Obviously, this is not always the case, but the pattern that I've seen is that people who are into PCs and know the cost of like PC prices, and especially recently like the cost of RAM and stuff, think that it's very reasonable, and console gamers are the ones who think it's expensive. Which I think honestly is just shows the difference between, I think, console and PC gamers. The thing is, they are propping up Nintendo around it, which is very confusing. Oh dear. Yeah. No, that's the pattern that I've seen. Not always the case, but that's the pattern that I've seen, is PC gamers are fine with it, and console gamers are the ones who are angry. Because they were, I guess, hoping it would be the price of a console, and it's not. It's the price of a PC. I think for what you get, it's not bad, honestly. And now I gotta do the fanciness. Duplicate you. Move you up there. Duplicate you. Move you up there. Grab you. Do 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 do. And I want to select my how do these order again? Shade sheen yellow. Shade sheen yellow. Okay. I have got them in the right order. Let's turn off the sheen. Just so I can see. And then I want to go onto this layer and I want to select color range and select all of you. And then select color range all of you, but we make it additive. So we've selected all of the line work. Move down to the shade layer. We're going to expand it by 1. I'm going to invert it and delete it. So now we have a little bit of border around the like framework bit. I'm sure there's a proper line for a proper name for this stuff in stained glass windows. The bit that isn't the glass. A small handful of areas where it's overlapping. Raz! Head out to collect a new waffle iron, but briefly wanted to say hi, hope everyone's doing well. Hydration is important. It is. It is. Why a waffle iron? Why a waffle iron? Of all things. Why not? Why not? I mean, yeah. I'm Belgian, I like making waffles. You know what? Fair. Fair. I enjoy Belgian waffles. I hope you found whatever you've been looking for. There we go, there's the necromancer window. Next time I see Mersh, I'll drop off a bunch at hers and tell her to travel over and bring them to you as spook. I don't know if they'll keep that long. They won't. No, I thought not. Oh my god, it literally smells like something's burning, and I'm like, is someone having a barbecue or something? Because that's a bold decision. It's kind of too warm for that. Unless it's literally so hot that something has in fact caught fire. Which I'm willing to believe. Oh my god, I did it. I got the last fish in my idle fish game. I'm fishing right now, did you know? Jesus, this one didn't take very long at all. I'm one achievement away from 100%ing another idle game. I have 100% 3 idle games this year. I need another idle game to have on while I work. Yeah, now you need a new idler. I do. I do. This is the 3rd one over 100%. It's really bad. I've barely 100%ed any games, and now I've got a bunch of 100%ed idlers in my game stats. Literally games, achievement completion, perfect games, 7. Spyro, which is fair. Wandersong, that How to Train Your Dragon game, and then we've got Big Cute Monster Farm, which is an idler, Chonkers, which is an idler, Agrivore, which I did go back and 100%, and that slot machine game that we played last week. I also 100%ed that. So definitely mostly idle or idle adjacent, because Agrivore and the slot machine game were slot adjacent. It wasn't I could leave them alone for hours on end. They did need a little bit of monitoring, but Chonkers, Monster Farm, and the current one, the fish one, I can just leave alone. Yeah. Fish to dish is what I'm currently idling. I've got one more achievement to get, which is literally just get a ton of money. I have caught every single fish. So I literally I just have to leave it. And I don't have to buy anything because I've caught every type of fish, so I can just get like the most basic type of bait. So, yeah. Let's look at my wish list. We're gonna call this a tangent. Find yourself a factory sim. I mean, there is Rusty's, which is an idler one. It's very reminiscent of Monster Farm, though. In fact, I think Monster Farm was meant to be kind of copying Rusty's. Reason is, this is a waffle iron that makes tiny 5x5 waffles. They're tiny and they're perfect when I go to my con in August, so I can literally just hand out waffles everywhere, which I look forward to. Oh my god, that's amazing! That's really cute. That's really cute. I have heard a similar story from a different person. They were just talking on stream about the fact that they apparently take a waffle iron with them to conventions and make waffles for people, and I was like, that's fun. That's cute. Let's look at my wish list. Oh, look, a fishing game, but not an idling game, because those are not the same thing. A bunch of stuff is on sale. Oh, because there's a sale going on. Tiny Pasture. That's an idle one. That's on sale. So I really like this thing. The last 2 that I've played have done this, which is having a little desktop mode. I like that. I like having the desktop mode. Sort by... Oh, tag idle. Idler. There we go. Fantasy Dungeon. They're only £3. Hi, Diglett! Too warm, why is it so hot? Global warming. Main reason I don't is because I don't have space for the waffle iron or space to make them, otherwise I would. Fair. I got When we say waffle iron, do you mean like the proper one? Or do you mean like a little waffle press? Like a waffle press? Gumi. Because I bought my brother a small, like, 5 centimeter waffle press for his birthday once, which he enjoyed. Cast and Chill. I've heard Nerin played that. I heard that was a good one. Birdwatcher's Notebook. So none of these are on sale, so I'll probably look at one of these ones that are on sale. Only £3. Maybe the Idle Dungeon. That could be fun. Pon Pon Town was cute. That goes vertically on your screen. Another fishing one. An aquarium. Dragon Spot. Another aquarium one. 2 aquarium ones. Kraken Cleaning. I wouldn't call that an idler. Whimside. That's a creature collector. A Leaf Desktop Pet Collector. Oh, that one's not out yet. That's these are wishlist ones. Price. What's the cheapest one? Cheapest one is Tiny Pasture that is currently on sale. Little Avery isn't on sale and it's the cheapest, and then I'd say, well, I might get Fantasy Idle Dungeon next, since it's on sale. Might get that next. But anyway. My idle game obsession that is ruining my Steam analytics. It's a 4x2 5 centimeter waffle iron, so I get 8 waffles per go. Nice. Nice. That sounds amazing. Alright. I'm already happy because this is the first time that I've, like, made one of the windows but with time to spare, because up until this point, every single window has taken, like, an entire 3-hour session, and that one only took 2 hours. Probably because I have them all sketched out now. Yeah. The way I'm currently dealing with the heat is I am glad I am a VTuber. I have a wet towel wrapped around me like a toga that is helping cool me down. I look very stupid. Drink your water. Have a good time. Stay in the shade. If it's stupid but it works, it ain't stupid. Yeah. It only looks stupid. It only looks stupid. You can't go out with it. But if you're at home, little tip from me, just get like a towel. Doesn't even have to be a big one. It can be like a little hand-sized towel if you want. And just run it under like a cold tap. Give it a wring out. You don't want it dripping wet because it's going to drip. But yeah, wring it out. And then put it over your shoulders like a shawl. It's actually doing wonders. It's actually great. Yeah. I'm using a wet, like a smaller hand towel kind of thing so I don't get my chair wet. You think those cooling blankets work? No idea. I will say, for point of comparison, you know the Snom that I have? The Snom that is made out of cooling material? It's still warm. Even in this heat. It's warm. In normal heat, it feels cool. But in this temperature, it's warm. So evidently, he needs to be put in the fridge. But there's no room in the fridge for the Snom. Also, I don't want to put Snom in the fridge because all the fabric is white, and even if the fridge was empty, he would invariably end up getting some sort of stain on him. So, not gonna happen. But yeah, so take that for a point of comparison, I guess, which is that a cooling blanket probably works great in normal weather, but in a heat wave, it can probably only do so much. wet towel. Drop it in the spaghetti and then you will have a shiny snom. That's not the colour that shiny snom is! Oops. Just go bleh all over it. Wow, Kane, you are so funny. Could you say it with a little more enthusiasm? Nice. Hear me out? It always worries me when you say that. sell your model to Fortnite and get those millions of Epic Games dollar dues. They're buying all the IPs. I don't want to. They wouldn't want me. I'm not mainstream enough for them. This playlist is great. This song is giving me the good, happy part of a Shrek movie. It's serving Shrek. Party animals, then? I would consider seeing if I could get into party animals, maybe. I don't know. That would be fun. Yeah. This playlist is very much just a mixed bag of my musical tastes. I saw a post once where someone was like, "It's a symptom of the people born in the like late '90s to be into just wildly different genres of music because of the way music was in like the 2000s and stuff." And I'm like, you know what? That's fair. They referred to it as genre fluid, which I really liked. Did you think all this time that I wouldn't find out about you? Oh, that's right, I heard the story over and over again. Diglett, Nando's has air conditioning, right? Spook asked where do I want to go for dinner, and my response was somewhere with air conditioning. For customers. Oh no! That's awful. What's for dinner anywhere that has AC? Basically, he texted me like half an hour ago and literally said, "Where do you want to go for dinner?" And I said somewhere with AC. He's having his injection today. Manifest this song, chat. Manifest it. I have ice cream for dinner. Nice. I made myself a milkshake yesterday by blending ice cream, Oreos, and milk together. It was very tasty. There you are again. Find a way to make some peace. How the story ends. How the story ends. We're running out of time to see what this could be. I wanna start again, even if I'm on my knees. If forever never comes, are we infinite enough? Right here in this moment as the moment passes us. Would you decide summer is ending soon? Why does my plant look like a fish? Fish! I hope that his inquiries about dinner means that he's feeling a bit better today. Spook's not been having a good time. Find a way to make some peace. How the story ends. Are we running out of time to see what this could be? I wanna start again, even if I'm on my knees. If forever never comes, are we infinite enough? Right here in this moment as the moment passes us. Would you decide summer is ending soon? It's unfortunate because in a way, the food that I want is a restaurant that we don't go to like really often at all. We've been there maybe once, but I kind of have the urge to go there again. The problem is that because we've been there once, which was in the winter, I don't know if they have AC. And I'm like, I don't want to go to a sweltering restaurant. I really don't. I would rather stay at home at that point. Summer is ending soon. I can feel the room getting hotter, and now that's because the sun's on this side of the house now. This is approaching the bad part of the day. In fact, this towel is almost dry. I'm gonna go re-wet the towel. Excuse me. Yeah. I've refreshed my cooling system. Hi Nemo, how you doing? Are we supposed to waste away? Empty out my bedroom, throw all that stuff away. All I'm taking with me now is a blank slate. 'Cause these days are too short to live a whole life through in this landlocked heart with you. I'm awake, honest. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna try and wake up and work while watching you stream. Yeah, body doubling. Oh, cool, it's your boy. Sorry, I'm having a very amusing conversation in a group chat. I'm justifying my consuming of cheese. Consuming cheese requires justification. Frickin' Zoomers. Hi, boss. Thank you for the hydrate. Basically, the group chat conversation is talking about the fact of not only do you have to drink water, but you have to make sure you have electrolytes as well. That's important as well. You have to have electrolytes to help with the hydration too. To which I am making the argument that cheese contains electrolytes, which it technically does, because calcium is an electrolyte. So I'm like, that means I can just eat a block of cheese, right? That's what that means. My logic is flawless. All my lights are electric. Hi, Cookie. How you doing? Get hydrated, eats only cheese. Yeah. I didn't say that you couldn't drink water, but it was one of those things where you were saying you need electrolytes as well with the water. So we have water and cheese. We do it. Melt it and it's a drink. God. Time to mass murder some triangles. Do it! If it's of interest to you, actually, Nemo, I need to do this as well. I haven't yet. There is a Humble Bundle thing going on that has a bunch of, like, character creator stuff in it. And honestly, you don't need all of this, but if you go to the 5-item bundle, for £5, you can get a thing called Retopo Flow, which is, like, really good for retopologizing things. And retopology is when you are, you know, I mean, you can kind of see on the, hang on, yeah. The retopology, it's when you can see that it's got like the mesh, the high level mesh there, and you go over it and you make a lower mesh. You retopologize it. You retopologize it. And there's a tool called RetopOflow that is apparently very good for this, which is normally like £30-40. They go, it lets you do this. It does this. I was taught triangles are bad on 3D models. Generally, yes. Generally, you'll notice a lot quad, 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 quad. You'll see that a lot of this retopology is quads. I wonder how that affects textures and materials. They will probably need to be re-UV'd. That is one downside. But yeah, this tool, ReTopoFlow, on its own, I think is usually about £30-40, and you can get it for a $5 with a couple of other things. And honestly, I should probably pick this up. I don't know when it expires. It expires in a week. Okay, I need to remember that. And it also comes with a, here you go, Jesus, even more than that. Apparently it's normally $80. But then there's also a how to use ReTopoFlow included. And I don't know what these bits are. Yeah, realistic male and female character creator. Not something that's usually useful for me when I'm doing freaking furry stuff. Same with this base mesh. And I'm like, I don't really need a base mesh because I make everything from scratch. And I think this is a class. I think this is a class about concepting things. But it's worth it just for this. I'll send it to you on Discord. There are cause. I don't think there is any trying, but I will not be retopologizing from what I'm about to do to these shapes. Fair enough. Might be useful in the future, though. I essentially retopologized that hair. Essentially. But I did it, like, manually. Like, I don't know what all of this stuff is. A lot of it's lessons. A hard blender, a hard surface character creation course. Ultra realistic gums. Again, not a thing that's like necessarily useful for me. And then for 30, you get a bunch of other stuff as well. A lot of stuff that looks like it's directed at, like, you know, hyper-realistic, more humanoid stuff, and it's like, it's not the work that I do, but ReTopoFlow in and of itself could be useful, which is only about a $5, so I really need to pick that up. I should set a reminder in my phone. Someone tip me £5 so I can buy that. I hope. I'm gonna be lurking as I play Deltarune. Enjoy your Deltarune! Have fun, darling. Hi, boobies! I hope you're doing okay. Someone gives. That's only half a bit. That's only half a bit, honestly. If someone gives me £5, I can buy it. I wore a dress. You wore a dress. I'm so proud of you. I hope you enjoyed it. Did you feel comfy? Good, good. What are we giving £5 for? For software for me to help with 3D modeling. It's on Humble Bundle for a £5. Mainly this, mainly Retopo Flow. It's kind of not a joke. Me rapidly cycling through my phases of being embarrassed to ask people money and then just brazenly asking people for money. Wearing a dress for the first time is amazing. Aww. I'm so happy for you both. And this is coming from me, someone who, like, actively rebelled against wearing dresses growing up. Although, admittedly, as an adult, now that it's my choice, I'm a lot more comfortable doing it, because it's my choice. I'm not being forced to do it. $60, I see the program in Superhive Market. Yeah, it's normally quite an expensive program. Superhive is where you would normally buy it. You had the economy on 3/4 lengths back then. Don't out me. Don't out me. Not as expensive as Substance. Technically, no. God, you remember when I basically did like a not a charity drive, but basically when I had my funding goal for Substance Painter for almost a full year because that's how expensive it was. Thank you again, everybody who contributed to that, because it has been worth it. Substance Painter has definitely been crucial for my work. $2 13 till I'm free for today. Hey, nice. Hopefully it goes quick. Ah! Thank you. Make sure I use the right account. Thank you, Boopies. I love you. Okay, I gotta make an account on Superhive. I will do that after stream. How do you tip on Twitch? Is it just with bits? I mean, there's multiple ways that can vary from streamer to streamer. Bits is the easiest because it is Twitch's in-house thing. But streamers can set up their own, like, direct tipping like thing. But it can vary from person to person. Some use Ko-fi, some use stream like service for it. I can't remember if I literally put tip as the command for it. Yeah, I did. So I've got one from I've got both Streamlabs and I think Ko-fi. Did I put a Ko-fi command as well? I did. It's okay, Boopies bought me the thing now. Thank you, Boopies. But you can also just give bits. Bits is $1 per 100. I didn't get distracted looking at the Humble Bundle for Yuri games. Outed. Outed. Yeah. For people like me in particular, by which I mean Europeans, if you just want to give money, the direct tipping is generally better because bits is 1 per 100, but it's $1, and then Twitch has to convert that afterwards. So 100 is in reality for me like 60 pence. Whereas while Ko-fi and Streamlabs obviously still take their cut just like Twitch does, it is in pounds. But also, Boopies bought me the thing, so I don't need it anymore, so you're fine, thank you. Ah! Oh no, caught doing gay crimes. Be gay, do crime. Were the instructions not clear? Happy Pride, everybody. Oh, my face tracker's dying. Aren't we all, baby girl? Aren't we all? Ugh. Instructions unclear. I was B. Crimes do gay. Also valid. We'll take it. It's that purple again. Are these sprites done by the same person? This one and this one specifically. When is brown not brown? When it's purple. Apparently. I do need to check something. That looks like it's just the same brown as everything else. Limited color palettes! Woo! Shoot as a full 3D object, more shapes to kill. I can get the camera in there. How do I go left and right and not rotate with the camera, I mean? I'm middle mouse click. To pan. I believe. It's funny, it's one of those things where it's so muscle memory to me that when I have to explain it, I have a split second where I go, wait. Wait. Is it? Rotate. Oh, shift middle. Sorry, shift middle. And control middle is zoom. Fun fact, when I first started getting into Blender, I didn't have a mouse that had a clickable scroll wheel. And I was like, oh no, I need to fix that immediately. Because it's kind of necessary, for me at least. Because technically you can rebind everything if you want to. But I was like, nah. I had to do some unlearning because Blender's navigation tools are slightly different from Maya's, which was the software that I first learned 3D modeling. So in Blender, all the movement is linked to the middle mouse button, as we've just said. If you can do middle mouse button, shift middle mouse button, or control middle mouse button. In Maya, I seem to recall that all of the movement is actually tied to Alt. So you do either Alt right click, Alt left click, or Alt middle mouse. Everything is tied to Alt in Maya. Language! That's a joke. What's the matter, darling? What's the matter? Have you ever heard of a mountain chicken? Chocobo? No. The blue head centaur lady is cute. She is cute. I think she's my fave. She is cute. My nightmare is coming true and I actually want to die. Oh no! No! Please don't die. I'd miss you if you died. I did not get sent the effect sprites for this lady, so I don't know what color this is meant to be. I think the implication was that it was wholly light, so my instinct is like a light yellow. But like, it's gonna have to be like really, really pale white because the background is yellow. Sort of like that. Wow. Terror's the least I can do. Yeah, I do see. That's like genuinely not. That's like genuinely awful. That's like genuinely. Do you have a friend that you can call to be like, "Hey, can I sleep on your couch?" They're not home till Sunday. God fucking damn it. Calm down. Move that there. Take the bomb. Okay, and then we go back to our paladin, go to the shade layer, and we do all this again. Fill that in. Line layer, select color range, select this color, select color range, select that color, make it additive, expand by 1, invert it, delete. It's not delete. There we go. Pour some sugar on me. Get your electrolytes. I don't know if sugar actually has any, so probably not. Oh, that does look kind of cool. Hey, Boopies, look at this retexture someone did of the Dino Dog. That does look cool. Neat. Neat. I don't know if the Dino Dog's fully my thing, but I can, like, see where it is other people's thing. Like, artistically, I think artistically it looks very nice. It's just not an avatar I would probably wear. I think, because I tried it on at the dealer's den. I think it was literally just a case of, like, it felt a bit chunky for me. In the hands, quite beefy hands. I have little dainty lady hands. Same, actually. Yes, we had this conversation, I think. I was quite happy with the paws I did for Blue, because it's one of those things where when you combine a paw with a hand, it kind of automatically gets a little bit on the chunky side. Because obviously paws are very round. So when you are trying to give something that paw shape, you can't help but add in that roundness. But I think I struck a nice middle ground. I wonder if I can... No, this is probably not a good idea for me to try to re-enable the hand tracking. It was never very good. So I can't hold up my hand. That's interesting. Why does that look like that? On a line layer? It's on the line layer. Interesting. Okay, I think that's suitably tidied. Da-da-da, we managed to do 2 today. That's crazy. Lucozade is the gender fluid. Lucozade. Do you actually not know what Lucozade is, or are you doing a bit? I looked it up. I now know what it is. Well, there you go then. Lucozade was always given when sick from my English family. Yeah, my family didn't do that, but I did know people who did that as well. I don't know. Just yeah. It sounded chemically, and considering 2 people have responded, I just kind of assumed. Yes, the 2 things that Nemo and Boopies have in common: trans, British. Or in Nemo's case, British heritage. Is she, you know... What, British? No! Okay. Probably because it advertised health benefits at some point. I guess it must have done. I do like my gender fluid. This is true. Are they gay or European? That man's gay and European. European? Wow. Wow. Just for that, I'm going to end stream. Alright. I'm gonna go. I will see you guys tomorrow for Final Fantasy. Tomorrow is also gonna be hot. It's gonna be like a degree warmer than it is today, but we've managed to manage today simply through the luxury of wet towel. Honestly. Oh god, it's 31 today, it's 34 tomorrow. Okay, that's a bit more than 1 degree. Cries. Okay. Friday is going to be 31, so Friday is the same as today. So, like, we can do Friday. Friday's the same as today. It's so doable. It's so doable. Tomorrow, but we'll see. There's nearly 5% less humidity on Friday, actually, so Friday should hopefully be a little bit better. Fingers crossed. It's still going to be 80% humid tomorrow. So yeah, tomorrow will be awful. Everybody take care. It doesn't say it directly, but she has pink and blue streaks in her hair, pink and blue eyes, and a blue flask that she has that says good girl juice. Yep. Pro tip, wet towel for basic fan make, very cool. That's what I've been doing. My fan has been trained on me this entire time. But yeah, it's I'm not feeling too bad, frankly, actually, solely because of that. But yeah, I will see you tomorrow. I love you loads. Take care. Please drink water. Don't die. Tell your friends you love them. Bye-bye.